Speaking of new games versus old games, I've got a untimely review for you. So, I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago that I was playing Hitman 3. I've since finished the game. Adam, have you ever gotten into the Hitman games?
I never played the originals like on I guess it would have been PS2 it started on.
Yeah, around that time.
And the only one that I did play was the newest, like the reboot, like the initial reboot, and I played it for a little bit. And I it's not my thing just because I'm too impatient to play those games. It's the same reason why up until like Metal Gear Solid 5, I really struggled with those games because I'm not patient enough. And Hitman
Yeah,
2, like you got to pick your spots. Hitman, you have to pick your spots so well. And I'm just like, I just want to kill stuff. I just want to take this wrench, throw it at your face, and be done with it. And it does let me do that, but then I get caught and get shot, and it's not so fun anymore. But the little that I play with it, and I've seen like people have a lot of fun with it. That's awesome. But like I can see where it fits with some people. I'd rather just take a shotgun, run at somebody, and just stick it up their butt, and just be like, boop, and you're just a cloud of blood at this point.
yeah. So I'm the opposite. I've always been a Hitman fan. I've played everything from um, the original ones up until now, even Absolution, Hitman Go. I love those games. I'm a big stealth uh, game kind of person, and so for me, I really like this one. I think this is the best of the three of the new trilogy. I thought the levels were really neat. Um, I like the fact that for me, Hitman is more. It's a puzzle game more than anything. It's not a. It is a stealth game, but it's more of a puzzle game. Like you're trying to move all these puzzle pieces into a row, and the payoff being these massive story driven kind of missions. So like I did one where like I drop like you drop chandeliers on people, but you have to like trigger these people to talk to these people in order, and you have to be dressed like this. So like the one level that everyone's been talking about is there's one where you're at like this manor, and it's basically like a Knives Out kind of game where you can become a detective and solve this mystery, and there's just so many ways that you can like make it go through, and I was able to like complete objectives doing like following this little puzzle, and I thought it was really neat. But there's a whole bunch of other ones. So like there's one where you're in Germany, and this one was one that I didn't hear a lot about, but it's a really cool level where typically when you start a Hitman level, there is a set target or a pair of targets, and you know who they are from the get-go. In this one, you don't know who your targets are, and you just have to kind of explore the map and find them throughout the crowd and just kind of take them out as you need to. And I thought that level was really neat. Um, the level design is really neat. The graphics are really cool. I thought that the levels were very inventive in how they worked. Like I said, the Berlin level was really neat. The Vineyard one was kind of cool. I had a little bit of a glitch on that one, so it wasn't super impressive, but I was blown away, and I really liked the levels. I thought they were inventive. I thought the story was pretty good. Like if you haven't played the other two, you might get a little lost, but I mean, it's not that hard to follow and it's not that critical to the game. So for me, I was really impressed. I thought that the AI was really good. Like the first ones I felt, and I might be remembering this wrong, I may have just sucked at the game, but I felt that the first one was kind of BS in that if you wore like a security guard outfit, all the security guards would know that you're an imposter, so you have to avoid them. This one, it's not so much the case. Like this one is like there's a couple guys, almost like supervisors, who know who's on their team, but then you have like just normal people who are like, yeah, I don't really care
It's a little more
if you belong here or
forgiving
not.
at that point.
Exactly. And so I thought it was really neat. Having the leaderboards was really cool. I'm really impressed with it. I really liked it. I'm curious to see where they're going to go with it. I know that they're probably going to take a break because they're working on a James Bond game now, but I was really
I'm
excited and
down.
happy with how the game went. Yeah, if this is like an idea of what it's going to be like, I think it's going to go really well. So yeah, for my review, I would say it's great. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. Um, the only gripe I would really have with it is I had a little bit of glitching on the vineyard level. It kind of crapped out a little bit on me, but I was able to get it done. And this is one of those games where you are meant to play the levels over and over and master them. And I'm not always that kind of player. So for me, like the game can be short. If you're just looking to blow through the levels and come back and not come back, then it's gonna be pretty short. I like to do the story missions and then kind of leave it at that, and that for me is enough. But I would say that if you are someone who just plays the level once and you're not looking to replay it, it can be short and it might be worth waiting for a sale. But if you're one of those people who you like the challenges, you like the aspects, you like the leaderboards, it's a really, really good game. So, like I said, I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. And I mean, it's again, it's one of those games too where it has its niche and it clearly does that very well.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like I feel like I think I paid full price for this game. And I feel like the Hitman games are good, but I almost feel like they just need to be like a smidge down in price. Like they're not a discount budget, indie game, but they're also I don't find that they're worth that for the amount of content that you're getting. I don't know if they're necessarily at AAA
I guess the
price tag.
expectation is that they figure like you are going to be playing it several times, and if you're the person that's like, I'm running through it once and then I'm good, maybe,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, I'm not putting this one away. Like this one is, I bought this one digitally, so it can kind of just sit on my hard drive, and I can just kind of turn it on when I'm, looking for a break from whatever I'm playing. But it's not one that I'm going to kind of keep in my hard drive and constantly come back to. It's going to be one that it's just like, oh, I'm kind of got some time to kill. I'm going to go do this mission right now.